in my face. Good evening, everybody. My name's Morag Butler. This is Rosalind Court. Welcome back. This evening, we have Hellard and the Djukella Orchestra. We've also got some other things that's going to be quite exciting. Everybody in the room, you've all been put in the raffle. Everybody at home, if you join the chat, you will be put in the raffle. And if you donate during the concert, you will be put in the raffle. You might win one of Jez's CDs, or, second prize, you might win a Who Gives a Crap toilet roll. Who knows? Yeah, okay. Right, now, to start us off, we've got Muireann Bird, who's going to perform our floor spot. Hooray!
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me to do the floor spot. I'm going to sing, and then I'll play a tune at the start of the second part. And I was thinking about what to sing, and I thought I'd sing something in honour of Sinead O'Connor, personal hero of mine. So I'm going to give it a whack, but won't be singing a version that she does, because I wouldn't dare. Okay. My own love said to me, my mother won't mind, and my father won't slight you for your lack of kind. She stepped away from me, and this she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. She stepped away from me, and she moved through the fair, and fondly I watched her move here and move there, and she made her way homewards with one star awake, as the swan in the evening slips over the lake. The people were saying those two ne'er were wed, but one has a sorrow that never was said, and she smiled as she passed me with her goods and her gear, and that was the last that I heard of my dear. Last night in deep slumber I dreamed she came in. She came in so softly, her feet made no din, and she lay down beside me, and this she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. Thank you very much.
Oh, Muireann, that was lovely. Thank you very much. That's great. Yeah. Okay. Right. Now, every now and then we have somebody in to talk about a local community thing. And this evening we have Chloe Webster, who's going to talk to us about the Windmill Community Gardens for a couple of minutes. Okay? Thank you.
Hello. Okay, so I don't know how many of you know about Windmill Community Gardens already, but if you don't, then we are a community gardens based in Dane Valley, so it's just a hop over that way. We've got 2 1-acre sites. One is a market garden where we're growing stuff in polytunnels and on no-dig raised beds. So we've got lots of things growing at the moment. We've got cucumbers, aubergines, tomatoes, peppers, chilies, some edible flowers. We're also starting a composting scheme around Margate, which is great. What else can I tell you about the market garden? Yeah, so all of the veg that we grow, which is chemical free, goes into our veg bags, which is a scheme that we run. And then we also sell it at our market stall on a Thursday, so that's from 11 till 4. And we also sell to local restaurants. And then, so the other site that we have is the community garden. Lots of different events there. So we have workshops, we have lots of volunteers come in. So if you guys ever have free time and you want to come and get your hands dirty and meet some really lovely people, we're always looking for volunteers. And yeah, so sorry, I'm just going to refer to my notes because I want to make sure I don't miss anything here. We also have beehives. That's what I forgot to mention about the market garden, which is great. And the honey is so delicious. So in the community garden, we've got parent and child groups. Then we've got gardening club, which is open to everyone. So it doesn't matter if you've never gardened before, if you're really into horticulture, whatever, please come along. And then we've also got a bi-referral wellbeing group. But yeah, so basically our whole focus is on sustainability, health and wellbeing, socialization and overcoming isolation. And then just the idea that we can all come together and make a really positive impact on our surroundings. So please come in and say hello. We've also got an Instagram at WCG Margate. We've got a website, which is windmillcommunitygardensmargate.com, which is a bit long-winded. But also, if you're in the area, please just come in and say hello, because we're always in, apart from on a Wednesday and a Sunday. So any of those days that aren't those two, please come in and say hello. And the last thing is that tomorrow we've got a summer fair from 12 until 3, which is going to be great. There's lots of fresh and delicious food with produce from the gardens. That's at the community garden. That's the first one you come to. So, okay, like near Dane Park. Yeah, you basically just keep walking that way. If you keep walking straight, then you'll kind of meet it. And it's next. Yeah, it's kind of a road on from Dane Park. Yeah. So please come. Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody get along there tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, Chloe. That's wonderful. Thank you. This week, I was interviewed by Margate Mercury. They asked me if for their there's a spot in the paper which is Desert Island Discs. And I chose this song, and the person who interviewed me, Ingrid, she hadn't heard it before. So this is for Ingrid. It's by Steve O'Donoghue, who's from Essex. I support my local football team like my father did before. A shiver runs right down my spine whenever my team score. And we hate our local rivals and the colours that they wear. And every time we play them, well, there's hatred in the air. But maybe it doesn't matter. Perhaps the truth, for what it's worth, is the football team that I support is just an accident of birth. And if I had been born down the way, it's not that hard to see that I would be the same as them, but I would still be me. And it doesn't really matter, but here's the truth for what it's worth. The football team that I support is just an accident of birth. I was born in this fair country like my mother was before, and we support our brave young soldiers when they go to fight a war. And we sing our national anthem, we salute our nation's flag, and and our hatred of the enemy grows with everybody back. But maybe it doesn't matter, perhaps the truth, for what it's worth, is the country I was born in is just an accident of birth. And if I had been born down the way, it's not that hard to see that I would be the same as them, but I would still be me. And it doesn't really matter, but here's the truth for what it's worth. The country I was born in is just an accident of birth. And on Sunday when we worship like my parents did before, to my God, the only true God, who'll be waiting at the door to welcome me to paradise, or so our scriptures tell. And those who worship false gods, well, they'll surely burn in hell. But maybe it doesn't matter, perhaps the truth, for what it's worth, is the God to whom we pray is just an accident of birth. And if I had been born down the way, it's not that hard to see that I would be the same as them, but I would still be me. And it doesn't really matter, but here's the truth for what it's worth. The God to whom we pray is just an accident of birth. I support my local football team like my father did before. Thank you. Okay, it's time to welcome onto the stage Jez Hellard and Nye, the Djukella Orchestra. Hooray! When he's finished snogging Amy, obviously. Yes.
We could expand now, couldn't we? So we are advertising. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, is it? And welcome to Raphael's Silver Cloud Lounge. No, sorry, Rosslyn Court, Margate. But we advertised an orchestra, and it was only going to be the trio, like a fiddle player as well. But he didn't realise he was supposed to be here. So when I texted him saying, "When are you getting here?" he was like, "What?" And so I'm going to expand slightly this way, and then he won't grumble so much. So it'll be all right. I think hopefully we won't bash into each other. Anyway, so tonight, representing the Djukella Orchestra, we can call him an orchestra. He's been called worse before. We've got the master of space and time, Nye Parsons, who's you will experience is quite special. I recognise some of you from before, so some people are aware of just how special he is. My name's Jez Hellard, and the Djukella Orchestra. Djukella is a word in Srpsko-Hrvatski, which you might know as Serbo-Croatian or Yugoslav in old money. And it means mongrel, or perhaps he's got a cough, but perhaps a similar 7-letter pejorative. But it's we embrace hybrid vigor in all of its forms, and I love that version. Morag, your version of that song is. I didn't realise that song was from Essex. I don't know who I've heard sing it, but it's. Oh, I've heard Sally sing it. Beautiful version though, lovely guitar playing. Morag's been practicing. It's true. Just about. Yeah, so we'll try and provide you with a mongrel mixture of musics. I should just ask, Morag, how long are you wanting us to play for right now? She's gone. Does... Till 25 past. Okay. Oh, and that's when we draw the raffle, so... Okay. It's like that. Okay. It's very strict around here, Alan. It's very organised. Right, so we'll get on with it. So, I think... What do you fancy? I think, are you guys up for starting with something gentle? I'd like to, yeah, I'll start with this is a song that was published in 1786 by the great Robert Burns in Edinburgh, and it's about hunting, it's about birds and bushes, and there's a filthy subtext, but you need to understand the mores of 18th century poetry, otherwise it could just... But it's about the birds and the bushes of the British countryside. We're slightly early, this is for the glorious 12th. But it's called now Westland Winds. Now westland winds and slaughtering guns bring autumn's pleasant weather. The moorcock springs on purring wings among the blooming heather. Now waving grain wide o'er the plain delights the weary farmer. The moon shines bright as I rove at night to muse upon my charmer. The partridge loves the fruitful fells, the plover loves the mountains, the woodcock haunts the lonely dells, the soaring tern, the fountains, through lofty groves, the cushat roves, the path of man to shun it, the hazel bush o'erhangs the thrush, the spreading thorn, the linnet. Thus every kind their pleasure find, the savage and the tender. Some social join and leagues combine, some solitary wander. Avaunt away the cruel sway, tyrannic man's dominion, the sportsman's joy, the murdering cry, the fluttering gory pinion. thick flies the skimming swallow. The sky is blue and the fields in view, all fading green and yellow. Come, let us stray our gladsome way and view the charms of nature, the rustling corn, the fruited thorn, and every happy creature. We'll gently walk and we'll sweetly talk till the silent moon shines clearly. I'll grasp thy waist and fondly pressed swear how I love thee dearly. Nocturnal showers to budding flowers, not autumn to the farmer, so dear can be is thou to me, my fair, my lovely charmer. Thank you very much. I just drove for 5.5 hours, so I was kind of slightly overheated and my eyes were a bit gummy from looking at the road. And before that, I got the first chance in ages to fix some harmonicas that had like spiders, God knows what inside. But every time somebody would ask me to jam in a key that I hadn't been using recently, there were strange objects and metallic tastes down the back. So I got the chance to maintain a few of them and earlier on. But at one point, Yasmin was holding a magnifying glass so that my old eyes could see the detail of why this reed wasn't going through the hole it was supposed to go through. And that didn't help. And then driving 5.5 hours, it made my eyes go, now I feel like I'm 80 years old. But thank you for indulging me in a gentle song that I'd like to moving swiftly on. Sorry.
You nearly banged the drum as well.
I nearly banged the drum with my bum. Thank you so much for coming out on a Thursday night. I know you've probably got very important things to do, but you've taken time out to so who knows? Who knows? It is a sign of the highest breeding to be working very hard whilst appearing to be totally idle. But that's just as an aside. But anyway, so we're going to move swiftly on to like 1807 to 14. I'd like to play a piece of Catalonian music. I know this because of a 1930s anti-fascist song, which is to the rhythm of a rumba. It's called Ay Carmela, and it's you might know the song Bella Ciao, which is an Italian version of the same kind of theme of going to the mountains and leaving your sweetheart to go and fight the fascists in the mountains. And I found this tune from this song, but found that it's actually from 100 years before, from the Peninsular War of 1807 to 14, and I've made it into a quick-step waltz, and it's called Waltz Caramello, and it goes something like this. 1, 2, 3, 2. Thank you very much. And that's good because that gets the blood going. I recommend thoroughly to anyone, if you're feeling cold of a winter's night, then just do that for a couple of minutes and you will not be cold afterwards. It's good for the circulation. So what kind of thing do we fancy? Does anyone have any particular requests or anything? What? Okay. Well, are you up for singing? Are you up for singing? Yeah. Okay, well, let's have a little go at this. This is song by the great Greg Brown. The great Greg Brown, who comes from Iowa in the United States. He's married to the great Iris Dement. Dement, I don't know how you say it. Dement. But Minty Iris, but he's one of the finest songwriters. He's that famous in Iowa that they changed their state song to be his song, Iowa Waltz. But he's, thanks to the vagaries of modern radio, and then wanting to play Baby, Baby, Shake Your Love Thing, or whatever it is, all the time, then nobody's ever heard of him. But Greg Brown, he's got about 20 albums of fantastic songs, but this is one of them. This is for Amy, and this is dedicated to anyone who knows a grandmother, is a grandmother, has a grandmother, or has walked past a grandmother recently. And what we need you to do is sing with us. You're up for that, yeah? Yeah? We need you to sing, it's very simple. Taste a little of the summer. Taste a little of the summer. Taste a little of the summer. Okay, so 3 times. And then the difficult bit, because Grandma put it all in jars. Okay? It's a song about jam, confiture, marmelade, all of these things. Preserves of any kind. Pickles. And if you'd be kind enough to join us at the very beginning with a long tomato, then that would be very helpful. I'm not talking about an aubergine. I'm talking about that joke works better in Serbian, but we can't be teaching people Serbian beforehand. I'm just trying to tune the guitar. Yeah, so a long tomato at the beginning. So I'm talking about a tomato that's long in duration rather than stature. But you join us with that and it'll be nice. Well, let the wild winter wind bellow and blow. I'm as warm as a July toe. That's a long tomato, yeah. With peaches on the shelf, potatoes in the bin. The supper ready, everybody come on in. Taste a little of the summer. That's your bit. Taste a little of the summer. Exactly. Taste a little of the summer. 'Cause Grandma put it all in jars. Exactly. Well, there's a fruit cellar down below. Watch your head now, down we go. For peaches on the shelf, potatoes in the bin. The supper ready, everybody come on in. Taste a little of the summer. Let's hear you now. Taste a little of the summer. Taste a little of the summer. Why is that? 'Cause Grandma put it all in jars. Oh yeah. Well, maybe you're weary and you don't give a damn. I bet you never tasted her blackberry jam. With peaches on the shelf, potatoes in the bin. The supper ready, everybody come on in. Taste a little of the summer. Oh, that's good. Taste a little of the summer. Exactly. 'Cause Grandma put it all in jars. So if I start doing something else, you just keep doing it like that. You did it very well there. Will you give us a little bit of summertime? her, you know what I mean. She puts the sun and rain right in with her beans, with peaches on the shelf, potatoes in the bin. Supper ready, everybody come on in. Taste a little of this. Oh yeah. Taste a little of the summer. Why is that? Because Grandma put it all in jars. Oh yeah. When I go down to see Grandma, I gain a lot of weight. With her dear hands, she give me plate after plate. She cans the pickles, sweet and dill, and the songs of the whippoorwill, and the morning dew, and the evening moon. I really gotta go down and see her soon, 'cause the canned goods that you buy at the store, they ain't got the summer in them anymore. You can bet Grandma as sure as you're born, I'll take some more potatoes and a thunderstorm, with peaches on the shelf, potatoes in the bin. Supper ready, everybody come on in. Taste a little of the summer. Oh, that's good. Taste a little of the summer. Taste a little of the summer. 'Cause Grandma put it all in jars. We just go one more time. What with the rain and the economy and everything, I think I'll just stay down here and eat until spring, with peaches on the shelf, potatoes in the bin. Supper ready, everybody come on in. Taste a little of the summer. Taste a little of the summer. 'Cause Grandma put it all in jars. So if you just join us with one more long tomato, then everything will be well with the world. Well, let the wild winter wind bellow blow. I'm as warm as a July toe. My toe. Yeah. Thank you very much. Excellent singing.
Onward. Hello. Could I just speak to people at home? Bring me round here. Yeah, we're all feeling sick at home now. Hello. Can I just say that for you watching at home, if you are in a position to donate to this concert, it would be absolutely brilliant, because we're an independent venue here. We're not funded, and we rely on ticket sales and donations. And if you could, it would be lovely. Now, I suggest as a base figure, about £5. Yeah. No fiddle. We have no fiddle tonight, and I don't want to harp on about it. Did you get that?
Oh, yeah, they got it.
Thank you. But do it now while you remember, eh? That would be great. Where can people at home get your CDs?
Well, they could go to jezhellard.net, and if you let me have the mic for a minute, and then I'll do a bit of that. But thank you, that was excellent. You reminded me. But
I'll go away again.
At home. Oh, no. Thank you very much to Morag. But as I'm sure you're aware, the people in the room and also the people. Oh, look at them! They've come back now with the camera. Look, hello. We can see. No, we can't see you actually. That would be weird if we could. But to the people at home and the people in here, I'm sure you're perfectly aware that in a 20 or 30 year career in folk music, it's possible to make literally hundreds of pounds.
Should you know?
It is. If you know the right people and you practice all the time and you're always on time and you're willing to drive for 5.5 hours, then there are literally hundreds of pounds to be made in this game. So if you like the music, then please buy CDs. We got 5 albums there. Also, if you like a particular song or tune or something, then come and ask us where you can find it like that. And if you don't have a CD player, then perhaps you have a table that wobbles. In which case, I'd recommend three normally. Then you've got an adjustable amount. You can, in case it deteriorates further over the years. But and if you don't like the music, then please buy CDs for people you don't like. Then everyone's happy, or something like it. So I'm going to give you a little bit of Irish music, and then we're going to change it up altogether. But are you okay with some Irish music? Okay. There's a tune written by, a modern tune written by our friend James Patrick Gavin of County Holloway in North London. It's a Fermanagh family, but they're in County Holloway, the recent generation. He's a fine fiddle player. It's a tune he wrote called Longing, and then we'll follow that up with, that's a kind of a crooked waltz of some kind, and we'll follow that up with a jig which is called The Humours of Ballyloughlin, which Piotr, the fiddle player who is not here, tells us is the oldest ever Irish tune to have been written down in Latin notation. But Piotr knows that kind of thing. I don't, so I just say it. And it's called Longing. Thank you very much. I thoroughly recommend the beer from the Community Hop Project. What's the beer called? It's Time and Tide is the brewery. And they have hops from Morag's garden here. as well as from various other gardens around, and they're very good beers. Oh, remember to buy some. Obviously not for you people who are in the camera there. You have to go to the shop and get your own beer. But I'm sure you can cope. So have any of you people heard of the thing they call smartphone? Have you seen it? Out and about, like a black bathroom tile or something, and people touch it and they salivate and they look and they... You've seen them around, the bus stops and that. They're around, all over. But anyway, I thought it was important to write a song about these things. I was intending to for a very long time, but I sing a lot of songs, but I write songs occasionally. And it took a while to brew, but one morning, I've lived in a van for many years. And it's part of the joys of being a musician is that you get to own your own home. As long as you're willing to sleep by a road, it's fine. But obviously COVID was difficult with that when they said go home and stay there, which leaves the question, where is that? And also then when they tell you that your job is illegal, it's quite difficult. But we survived that. But in the van one Monday morning, obviously living in a van, Radio 4 is my dear friend, because with solar panels and Radio 4, it's a security system. Because people don't approach a van where there's a burbling noise coming from it. They think that people might be in there, and there might also be dogs, or they avoid it. But one Monday morning, I was listening to Radio 4, start of the week, and they interviewed this lady called Shoshana Zuboff, who is a very intelligent lady indeed. And she has written a book called The Age of Surveillance Capitalism. And I didn't know half of the things that about what those fantastic little smartphones do in their spare time. Fascinating business. But anyway, I listened to this and I thought, I need to write that song. So, I had to retune the guitar, so to a different way about it. But yeah, this is called Black Mirror's Got You. And this is dedicated to your friend who touches it just a little bit too often. We were told that makes you go blind. Oh, no. No. There we go. Okay. It might not make you go blind, but it's not scientifically proven. Anyway. Black mirror's got you. It's got you right by your glazed over eyes. I know you think I mean somebody else, but if you look at yourself, you might be surprised. Black mirror's got you by the fingers and the brain. If your great-grandmother watched you for an evening, heard the stories you're believing, she'd think you're insane. She'd see you walking around with your head down. You don't even know the way around your own hometown. If you misplace it for a minute, have you seen the way you fidget? Just like Gollum after losing his ring. Black mirror's got you. And where exactly have your manners gone? Obviously not you people, you have immaculate manners. But the others, they interrupt a good conversation at the whim of a vibration. Did you forget about your answer phone? Black mirror's got you. His mirror's bleep gives you a visible rush. It knows exactly where you've been, and the things that it's seen would make the Pope blush. He's got a license for that, so sorry. she'd see you out in public, eyes down, hands tied. You don't even give a nod to those you're sitting beside. In this age of isolation, total digital segregation, connecting people seems to divide. Black Mirror's got you. It's got you right by the mugshot, hasn't it just? Every selfie that you snap with that cool new app is being rented out for profit by a robot. Black Mirror's got you. It's got you right by your diminishing attention span. Hooked on endorphin anesthesia, like a goldfish with amnesia, posting pictures of your breakfast on your Instagram. When you're scrolling for distraction through your timeline, it seems that all your friends are having a better time. But when you judge your darkest nights by deftly edited highlights, comparisons are rarely benign. Black Mirror's got you. It's got you right by the scruff of your neck. It's been directing your perspective, imperceptibly affecting your opinions. What did you expect? Black Mirror's got you. Whether you like it or not, transfixed by what you read on your own Twitter feed, you've ended up with a despot. It doesn't matter what shape, brand or size, we're all lapping up our own bespoke cocktail of lies. Mr. Orwell tried to warn us, but the apps, the maps, the porn has got us lining up to buy ourselves Big Brother's eyes. At a very high price, I might add, because you can get the Nokia down the market for £10. Black Mirror's got you. It's got you right by the data stream. Or is that the data stream? It sells behavioral predictions and iris recognition. It's a totalitarian dream. Black Mirror's got you. It's got you right by the small print, hasn't it now? With language so hard to grip, but just so easy to skip, that we unquestioningly give our consent. Did you never get the feeling that we're all being groomed? Are you really the consumer, or just being consumed in this dilatory stage of the chicken bone age? The product they're trading is you. Thank you very much indeed. So I see we're running out of time a bit at the moment, but I'd like to sing you a song that I think is dead important to sing any day of the week. There was another one that I thought was really important to do, but I can't squeeze them both in now. And oh, is that right? Call the raffle now. Okay, are we ready with the raffle, ladies and gentlemen of the raffle? Be lucky. We have won Amy Headley.
Amy, you've won the CD.
You've won the CD. That's the top prize. You've
Well
probably
done.
already got them, but if we will try, we'll find you one.
Right.
And the next one, so I have a good rummage around in there. Oh, that's two. Oh. Maggie Hopker. Ooh. Maggie Hopker in the corner there. So you've won a very ethical toilet roll. Exactly, and a round of applause for it as well. So I'd like to sing you a song by my dear friend Billy Salisbury. He's better known as the Undercover Hippie, and which is a sensible name for a band because it's in English and it's slightly funny. Whereas my band name, Hellard and the Djukella Orchestra, people say, well, you don't even play the ukulele, and other things like that. And not linguists. Anyway, but I'd like to sing you one of his songs. He wrote this about 15 years ago, and sadly it becomes more and more relevant every day. Does anyone... No, do you have any liquid? No? Okay, never mind. Does anyone have a sip of some kind of liquid?
Bring it out.
I think that might do the trick.
Do you want some water?
A touch of water would be lovely, thanks.
It's fizzy water, so
That's great.
don't burp.
I'll try not to burp.
On the mic.
That's excellent. Just for sibilance. This is called Borders. This is dedicated to what's she called? Cruella Doberman. Sorry. We put up the borders that board us into our boxes. Can't you see now the locksmith lies, stoking up the national pride, but keeping all the wealth inside. We put up the borders that board us into our boxes. Can't you see now the locksmith lies, stoking up the national pride, but keeping all the wealth inside. We're putting up the borders to keep out the needy man, borders to protect the greedy man, borders to keep all the living men dead, dead, dead. We're putting up the borders to keep out the needy man, borders to protect the greedy man, borders to keep all the living men dead, dead, dead. We're putting up the borders that separate us from our fellow human beings, emphasizing difference instead of seeing the reflections that connect us, the connections that perfect us, the similarities of factors that affect us in our everyday existence on this planet that we all live upon. 7 billion expressions of the same essential one, the same essential force, a fundamental source of energy that manifests itself in oh so many different ways. And it's all alright and all okay, and that's just fine, you know, because sometimes I know you have to draw the line to make sense of what you see in this reality. But understand the lines you draw only exist within your mind. It's the illusion of separation. Whoa. Separating nation from nation, the justification for social segregation, so deep in our delusion, like a world of mental patients. Now it's time to tear down the asylum walls and let the patients out. Time to let the refugees inside and share the wealth about. Time that we all understand that this is just one land. Come on people, people, it's time to make a stand and say no, no. I won't go, I won't go quietly, no, no, no. I won't go quietly, no, no, no. This is your bit, call and response. No, I won't go, I won't go quietly, no, no, no. I won't go quietly, no, no, no. If I do, then you should know that you can't trap my soul. Oh, oh, you can't trap my soul. No, no, no. Behind these borders that board us into our boxes. Can't you see now the locksmith lies, stoking up the national pride, but keeping all the wealth inside. We're putting up the borders to keep out the needy man, borders to protect the greedy man, borders to keep all the living men dead, dead, dead. Tell us about it on the bottom end then, Naya. putting up the borders that elevate the status of those with resources. Never wonder from what plundering the sources, misappropriated, excavated from the living earth. Minerals like outlaw criminals flee from their place of birth and make their journey northwards, destined for our waters, where they're welcomed in with open arms by the governments and corporates. Container ships slip over border points with ease when they're carrying the commodities that service our greed. But meanwhile, deep down in the belly of the ship, a silent human cargo waits. No food or water's passed this man's lips in the last 11 days. Kept alive by memories of families they left behind. They ride the waves towards the promise of a better life. Some flee from tyranny, some simply seek a way to lift themselves out of the poverty that stalks them every day. Some run away from never-ending civil war. For every single one of them, this is the last resort. And they'll say, no, I won't go. Nearly, I won't go quietly, no, no, no. Come on now, we go one more chance. Won't go quietly, no, no, no. I said no, I won't go, won't go. I won't go quietly, no, no, no. I won't go quietly, no, no, no. But if I do, then you should know that you can't trap my soul. Oh, oh. You can't trap my soul, no, no, no. Behind these borders that board us into our boxes. Can't you see now the locksmith lies, stoking up the national pride, but keeping all the wealth inside? We're putting up the borders to keep out the needy man, borders to protect the greedy man, borders to keep all the living men dead, dead, dead. Thank you very much indeed.
Cheers, Hellard and I. Yeah, fantastic. Right, we're going to have some more after a break, but for you at home, I'm afraid it's goodbye. You've got to go off and do something else.
I can't give him a quick tango before you. No,
Afraid not.
No,
No,
I'll have
sorry,
to save that.
you'll have
I'll
to-
save
we'll-
the antidote to borders for afterwards.
Yeah, we can tango
Thank
afterwards.
you to the people.
And Paul and Sam can show us how it's done. Right, I want to thank Andrew, I want to thank Phil and John and
Yes.
Chris, yeah, and Lizzie and Galashiels and Jodie doing stuff here, and wherever Una is, she's on her way to Yorkshire. She's not at her she hasn't got a penny at the bar this week. So
I meant to say thank you so much to the wonderful singer who opened up with that. It was a
and
beautiful
we have
version.
to say thank you to Murren Bird. Yeah.
Murren Bird, exactly.
Thank you. That was coming. And also Chloe Webster, who's had to leave, who talked to us about Windmill. The next time we have a concert here is after Broadstairs on September the 7th. We have Ruby Tipple will be here with friends, with Harmony Bow and our own John Beetham. And after that, we have on the 14th, we have Friction Farm. It's all the way from Baton Rouge, near in America. Yeah, in America. So that's great. We've also got an open mic here on the 24th and the 31st. So come along to that if you can. That won't be live streamed. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody at home. We've got more coming in a quarter of an hour, and we'll see you again on the 7th. Okay. My name's Maura Butler. This is Rosalind Court. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.